catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
Hey, how y'all doing today? It's story time. I am so excited for another episode. I got a young lady coming to you today that has this amazing business, and I can't wait to bring her on. Her name is Orielle of O Customs. Orielle of O Customs, and she is in the building all the way from New Jersey. Yes, Orielle, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you for having me.
All right. I sent you an invite on the other one too. You can see it on the other one. I did send the invite over there. Ladies and gentlemen, this young lady is doing amazing things from her house. She's doing some things from her house, and we want you to know she is here. And let's see if we can get this thing popping over here on this other device as well. I hit accept, and let's see what happens. Okay, sometimes it tells me, what did it say? Did it say you couldn't join? So I want you to do me a favor for the people out here. I'm trying to accept it. There you go. So we got to turn the volume down over here.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I just did too.
Yes. So listen, welcome. How you doing today?
I am good. Hold on. Why isn't it going all the way down?
Okay. You sound amazing. I hear you. You sound really good. So you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Now do me a favor, position both your devices so that I can see you, because over here you're looking over there. I want you to be looking. Can you move the device so that you'll be able to look at me for both of them?
Oh, I hope so.
That's all right.
Now, are you hearing feedback?
Yes. I'm not. I don't hear any feedback. It sounds perfect for me. Perfect. Okay. Yay! Look at you, girl. You did it. Look at you. Listen.
Got it.
Orielle in the building, y'all, all the way from New Jersey. We are so excited. We met this young lady. She is out here on social media doing some amazing things. What you do with that camera? Everything was good.
I felt like I was still looking at two places.
Oh, okay, you want to do something. Okay, just move that down a little bit, because you're blocking yourself over here. So you had it perfect. Well, you just had it.
There we go.
It was perfect. Listen, y'all, when you do things on the internet, this is what happened. This is what we go through. The preparation is real. And Orielle, tell the people a little bit about who is Orielle. Now I need you to move to your left just a little bit. Just a little. There you go. Perfect. Tell the people who is Orielle.
Orielle is a tumbler maker, a crafter. I'm a mom. I am a lupus warrior throughout the year, but I only talk about it during May. It's got a lot of things to do. So, but I love what I do. I love crafting, but I mainly love making tumblers and just items for people.
Wow. So let's
talk stories behind it.
Before you get to, how many children you have?
I have a total of 7. 6 of them are mine naturally. I had myself.
Okay. I like that. So you are definitely a mom to 7 children. That's amazing. You said a lupus warrior.
Yes.
A lot of people don't really understand what lupus is. So I would love it. And like I shared with you, I actually lost my brother's wife had lupus. And so I didn't know much about it. What exactly is lupus?
It is an autoimmune disease that affects your body. It's basically like your body attacking yourself. Everybody experiences it differently, but there's just certain things that everyone's going to experience one way or another, and there is no cure. They manage the symptoms. They make it manageable. Sometimes even with medication, it might be manageable, but it's still not where you want to be at.
Now, in addition to that, I know that you also have fibro. Let me make sure I say it right. fibromyalgia. Did I say that right?
Hmm.
Fibromyalgia. Now that right there, that has to do with what?
That's almost the same thing. It's autoimmune as well. And it basically the way best way to explain it is all your nerve endings is rapidly going off all the time. It's a lot of chronic pain. Um, best way I always explain is like if you ever had like a toothache and it makes your head hurt and it just keeps intensifying and it's like oh my god, that's what it's like in different parts of your body. It's both of them have fatigue and a lot of times fibromyalgia and lupus crosses over with each other. So a lot of people that have one typically end up having that or other items that cross over in the autoimmune world.
And so, with all of that going on, you found the drive and the ambition and the desire to want to start a business. Let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of time when people have to deal with diagnosis and things that's supposed to slow them down, a lot of people give up. But you didn't give up. So, how did you make the decision to start a business?
Um, well, one, it started with crafting. Two, it started with Corona, like, and I was out of work, but I always wanted to start a business. I just didn't know what business I was going to start. They always say, don't start a business if you don't love what you like, otherwise you're going to be miserable. But when I was working, thank God my job was nice enough to where, because I would literally sometimes take 2 weeks off of work because I was down. Now they didn't fire me, but if I didn't have no sick time left, I wasn't getting paid, but I still had my job.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't paying the bills. And so that's why I was like, you know what? During Corona, I was like, okay, let's call it what it is. Stimulus money came in, and instead of, buying TVs and stuff, I was like, this is your time to start your business. This, if ever a time, this is a time. So that's what I did.
And so, how did you decide to start O Customs?
I was sitting there, like I said, I've crafted cups, I did it, and I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? I was literally sitting in my room and I was like, just do something for you. Just start your business. And I literally sat there and wrote down, I'm like, but if you start a business, you gotta have a business name. I sat there, wrote down some names on there, called my son, because I have older sons too. So I called my sons, I called my sister, called my man. I was like, which one of these names y'all like? They was like, then he was like, oh my goodness, oh customs. Oh yeah. So everyone and he was really pushed for it. And so old customs is what it became. And literally that day, I was like, before I back out, because that's the thing. If I wouldn't have done it that day, I would have probably backed out. So that day, went online, made sure the name was available on GoDaddy
Good.
and for the state. I registered it. I paid for it. I paid for the name. I went to the state. I did everything. Went to the bank. Everything. Because it was like, once I did that, it's like, you're committed. There's no backing out.
Wow. So you legitimately set your business up and structured your business all in one day.
Yeah.
That's commendable. You made a decision and you acted on it the same day. Most people don't do that. They ponder on it for a while. So that's amazing. And I want to take my hat off to you because again, you had every excuse not to. You could have said, you know what, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to try to go get disability. I'm not going to do nothing. Woe with me. But you said, no, you know what? I'm going to create my own destiny. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to follow my dreams. And I'm going to put my dreams into action. So I have it on the screen so people can see it over here on this platform. They may not see it on IG, but you are a Tumbler maker. Some people may not know what that means. What is a tumbler?
A tumbler is a fancy word for a tall drinking cup, double wall stainless steel. Um, and I think the reason it became a tumbler is because of the process. When we make handmade ones, we have to put it on a turner tumbler and it spins around. So a tumbler is considered, this is a tumbler.
Wow. And you made that?
This one, yes, I made, but this one is a printed one.
So tell me, let me bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. Not that touch. Bring it close to the camera. So that's a printed one. Come. Yeah, that's okay. So that has a picture on it. It has words on it. Turn it slowly for me. The vision board. So somebody
Yes,
actually had their vision board on a Tumbler. I've never seen that before. That's amazing. So over here on IG, I can't see it. I see it on this one, but on IG, yeah. That's good. So that's perfect. So how can somebody take their vision and put it on a Tumblr? Where'd you get that idea from? I've never seen that. I've heard of people doing vision board parties and making vision boards, but I've never ever seen somebody put the vision on a Tumblr. What made you think of that?
that's where it actually came from. Because, you know, last year and even the year before, everyone does these vision board parties and they're talking about manifesting. And manifesting became even more big in during the pandemic. And it was just like I was getting into it. I started meditating. Like, I mean, read my shirt, manifest that shit. So I was like, I was making my vision board on the computer, and I'm like, because I like to have it as my, like, on my computer so I can see it every day. That's how you're supposed to manifest. So I'm like, put it on a Tumblr. That's
So
with
for
me
those
everywhere I
people who
go.
are just coming in, I love that. Show that cup again over here on IG because I don't. There's some people that came in and didn't see it. And for the so this is a tumbler that she makes. You customize it so you can put a business logo on it. You can put
Hmm.
somebody's vision on it. You do memorial tumblers, all of that. Now the inside of it is stainless steel.
Yes, double wall stainless steel. So for hot drinks, it's about 4 or 5 hours. It'll keep it warm. But for cold drinks, hours. Like a lot of people say when they wake up the next day, still got ice, still cold. Yeah.
Wow. How long does it take to do that?
For my printed ones, which is like this one, it doesn't take long. What takes long is the process of making sure that the customer is happy with it. Because sometimes they come to me with an idea and I actually have to go behind the scenes and craft and make designs and then get it approved. So sometimes that's the longest process for that.
So take us through that process. Somebody contacts you, they want something customized because you can do a customized one, or you could do something where somebody sends you like their favorite team, like their logo, like the Dallas Cowboys or something like that. But when somebody wants something customized, how did that process work?
It starts with either a message on the website or IG. A lot of people, if they know exactly what they want, they will go to my website. There's custom order forms on there, and they will just fill out the form. The form asks you what size cup, it asks you what color background, it asks you if you have any photos you want to upload for inspiration or if you want to use that photo. I also ask, is there anything else you want me to know? So, like if it's an anniversary cup, you might want me to know the date because you might want me to put it on there.
So the
Um,
website, is it ocustom.com?
yes, it is. It's www.ocustoms.com.
All right,
That
so
it is.
there it is. I'll put it on the screen. www.ocustom.com. So, and I know when we were talking, I love what you said because you said you take a lot of things in consideration. You take in consideration a lot when you're personalizing things for people. So that's really great. And you not only make tumblers, but you make other things. What else do you make?
I make t-shirts, bags. I make trays. I have some stuff like right here. So a lot of people don't know. I also do like the plastic cups that's just great for like girls trips, birthday parties, things like that. So these are way more cost effective. If you just like, hey, I'm giving these away for a party or something.
Oh, so those are like good if somebody's doing like a group trip and they want to have something as a gift for the people that's coming along, or a family
Hmm.
reunion and you want something. That's cool.
Right.
What else you got there? So a plastic cup, I see. What's that next to it? I see that's more tumblers.
This is actually a handmade tumbler,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
this is a different process than the other one. These take, I tell people right now my turnaround time is 1 to 2 weeks because this is all hand done. So everything you see on here is hand done. It's glittering, sanding, painting, resin sanding. It's a process. It's a
So
beautiful
you
process. So
painted that hand painted that those roses?
I didn't hand paint the roses, but I got the design.
Move it over to on the IG. Move it over. I see it on this one. Yeah, yeah. Perfect spot for both. Wow. Turn it around. Oh, nice. So what's that on the back? Those are like just some design. That's cool.
These
So
are smaller roses.
wow. And t-shirts too. So they can put a whole package together. You know.
Yes.
And so you have a form. They can go to your website, fill out the form, and do all that, and get that in trays. And wow.
Yeah, and
So
the thing
you
about my
started.
trays,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm sorry, Crystal.
No problem. Go
The,
ahead. What you gonna say?
the thing about my trays is that unlike a lot of them, this is resin. A lot of people do regular straight resin trays, but my
Wow.
back is nickel back. This is just a protection sheet over it until I ship it out. But I have metal tin on the back.
Let
So
me see.
it's
Hold that up so we can see that. Oh wow, that's nice. And so that's really nice. How much does something like that cost?
those run about $28.
Okay.
The custom ones are 35 because I have to put a little bit more work into it. But I'm not trying to eat nobody's legs.
And so do you have like a set, like where they could do a tray with the matching cups and all that stuff? They can build a package.
Yes. So
Okay.
I have, they can even do tumblers with it. So they can do tumblers, lighters with it. Um, Usually, almost anything that's on my site, you can build a package with it. I always tell people if you want more than one item and it's going to be the same, just contact me because I respond pretty quickly and I will build you a package if it's not one there already.
So somebody asked, do you do workshop? And how do you sign up? I had a question over here, IG, like, do you do workshop to show other people how to make them?
I have a Tumbler workshop up there to do handmade, um, and it is on the website. It says Tumbler Workshop. And it comes actually with every single item that you need. So it will come with the turner, it will come with the resins that I recommend, it'll come with the sanding block, right? The paint brushes, the gloves, like it comes with everything.
Wow. How many
And
people could sign up for that? And how much does it cost?
um I think it's 327, but it's a Zoom class and it's not just one class, it's about four classes with homework as well. And I don't like to have more than like five people at a time, only because I don't want it to be overwhelmed. I want it to be intimate. So that way you can ask me questions and you know that you have my full attention. That's
When
why,
you leave that class, you're gonna have what? You're gonna have what? A tangible items in your hand because you're gonna make them during that class, right?
right, we're going to go with it step by step. That's the difference between watching a video. You don't have to wait for a question to be answered. You're doing it. I'm going to be literally doing it with you at the same time. So, one, you're not wasting money on resin and other products. And that's the importance of that workshop. But by the time you're done, you will have created not one, but two cups.
Wow. Now you make mugs also.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any mug to show us?
Not right. That's not for now. I do have mud. Hold on.
Yeah. So you're speaking or listening to Orielle. Orielle is a young lady who started home business 2 years ago. And get this, she had every reason not to really start her business because she's got 7 children. She survived lupus. She survived fibromyalgia. So she takes medicine. She has pain. She had good days. She had bad days. But you know what she does with those days? She's customizing and personalizing products for people. She's working her creative side of her brain and she's doing things. Because I talked to her. She's very creative. So if somebody contacts you and they really don't know what they want, but they know they want something, can you help them? Like if they know, hey, I would like to put together a package. Are you consulting people and helping them with that process?
Yes. Yes. And that was something that just happens naturally because that's important to me. So I don't care if they fill out the form and they done sent the payment, whatever, and they're like, this is what I want. I always double check with them. I call them. I speak to them because the fact of it being personalized is very important to me. So it's
Wow.
like I don't want to ever miss out on that one-on-one and that specialty. It's like, you know how you go to the pharmacy and the pharmacist knows your name. You're like, yes, that's what, you know. I don't want that to get lost. So like some people like, oh, you ever think about scaling? Like, what would you do if you sell your, you know, people want everyone to grow. Like, what's your end game in 5 years? In 5 years, I don't mean to say it like this. I still want to be a small business because I don't ever want to lose that personal touch. Like that's the most important thing to me. That's why I do what I do.
I can tell that for you, it is about the relationship and it is about the person really getting the sentimental value from whatever it is that you're making for them. It's not about you just making a profit. So I like that. I can feel from you that you are really trying to make sure that when they get this thing, they're going to be like, oh my goodness. Now, talk to me about your memorial item that you make.
Okay. What I do is like that's a very hard thing. Some people send me the quote that they want, the picture that they want, and they say that's what they want. That's fine. Now, if they're not sure, they send me a couple of pictures. They don't know what quote they want. They don't know what colors they want. Once again, I'm going to do a consultation because I don't want them to ever feel like it's going to be something that's going to actually make them sad. You want it to be something that's going to, when they use it, it's like, yeah, good times, good time. So I try to be considerate and see what that person likes, that's actually receiving the cup. What's their favorite colors? What things do they like? And I give a couple of different quotes because I asked them, well, what was that person like? The person that has passed. What was that person like? So you kind of know where to go towards the quotes. Was it, you know, you try to ask questions without delving too much unless they want to share. So you know, like, was it something that was sudden? Was it something that was ongoing? So it's like, do
And
you
what
feel
kind of
like it was
reaction have
time?
you been getting from your customers when they get them?
Huh?
What kind of reaction do you get when they get them?
Sometimes honestly, I don't get any reactions like, "Oh, I got my package, I love it." And then some of them, they like write me and they tell me, you know, this is so beautiful. You know, I didn't expect it to be like this. I had somebody tell me, you know, they'll. I mean, but that's what it's all about for me. Like, it's once I'm done with the job and I'm happy, I feel good. But when the customers reach out to me separately after they get the order and they let me know how they feel about it, I think that's like this like the icing on the cake. That'd be like, oh my, like
Yeah.
that's really how I act too. Like I'm reading it, or I might start crying. That's just my personality, though. So it's just like that. Just is what it is. And I'll call my sister. Y'all might laugh at me. I call my sister. I call Trina. I call Blake, and I was like, oh my god, you gotta see this. Like that's what it is for me because it's like I did my job.
Yes, yes, yes. So you basically, I saw what you sent me in the bio that you like to capture the moment and to bring people's visions to pass and to create a keepsake for them to have. How durable are these steel tumblers and mugs? How long do they last?
Oh, they're lasting. As long as you care for them, they are lasting. And that's the biggest thing. They're not going to be easy to break, and if you break the top, you get another one. I've had a lot of people get replaced the lid. They like, I don't drop my cup all over the place, but the cup is double wall stainless steel, so it's not like it's ceramic, things like that. Now the resin cups you do have to take a little extra care with. Is don't be throwing them across the room. I'm just saying, but because once again they're double wall stainless steel, they're made to last.
And so the outside is the inside is stainless steel, but what's the outside made out of?
For the resin cups, okay, I'm gonna show you real quick. Here's the mug though. Here's one of them.
Oh my goodness, look at that. You did that. You put that on there? Do
Yes,
that.
that's
That is amazing work. I love it. That is so nice. Bring it closer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I see it. Now on IG, you got to come over on IG. I see it. Yes. That is awesome. So somebody sent you that picture and they sent you the words and you put them on that cup like that?
I actually have designs. too that I post up on the website. So it's not only customization I do, like I will also put things on the website. So like I did for Christmas time, that was one of my bundle cups, but it came with the shirt and the mug. So
Oh, and
sometimes
we need to take a visit to oldcustom.com. Are you running any specials right now?
I am not running any specials right now. I will be, however, this weekend. So the printed tumblers, which can be any design, the printed tumblers, which are like this. These are the ones that take 1 to 3 days. They will be 2 for 55 because they are normally custom ones are normally 35, $30. But you can bring them to Starbucks and get refills. They're eco-friendly. It also makes you want to make more coffee or tea for yourself. Because trust me, I'll be doing it.
I love it.
And water.
I love it. I'm looking at the coffee mug with the card on it. Oh my goodness. That's great for like your spade players. I love spades too. So when I saw that, that's really cool. This is so nice. And you did this website yourself too?
Yes.
So you just multi-talented, girl. Oh, and you have bundle deals. I see you have bundle deals on here. So what's the overall vision? 5 years from now, what do you hope to have accomplished?
5 years from now, I hope to, well, have more customers. It's kind of like, but I hope to have better machines. That's where I want to be growing at, is maybe some of the products I have a little bit more range, be able to bring my customers not stuff necessarily cheaper, but be able to lower the price on some items because I have different machinery, so I can do stuff a little bit easier, more options. So it's just about keeping great quality and doing the same thing that I'm doing now. It's not much difference. It's just expanding some of the items that I have available.
Right. Now your clothing, because I see like here, I see you have like clothing items on here. And so in a bundle like this, are you personalizing these yourself or you actually have vendors where you purchase things from? Or these are all things that you are making?
Well, for the shirt there, like that's just for the shirt and mug. So it'd be that t-shirt, that mug. I make them in house. So you're not getting it from a third party vendor. If you order it, I sit here, I weed the vinyl or do whatever I gotta do the sublimation, and I get the order out.
Wow, how did those Crocs come out? You were making Crocs last night. How did those come out? Somebody sending you positive energy and love. I know you're not making it yourself, but how did those come out?
I'm still working on them. I took a break. I said I'm still working on them now. I took a break because I had to do stuff behind the scenes. Um, Otherwise, I also do. I seen somebody had asked me too, and I apologize if I didn't answer it earlier. But I do have payment options on my website. Because I know sometimes people are like, oh, I wish I had that right now. Because I'm one of those people. Like I shop consciously, so you can pay over time even for my class. That's why I put it up there like that, so you can
Oh,
pay over time. Because that was always an option I wish I had when I had to take classes. So
you have like a payment
every
plan.
yeah, they have Sizzle, and these are not. It's not like a payment plan that I'm making up. I have Sizzle, I have Klarna, Shop Pay, PayPal, you know, and I
Oh,
have all forms of payment. So that way, that's also important for me. Like I said, I got my website that day too. Like I wasn't playing. I never put up my website, but I started it because I always want my customers to feel comfortable and feel like, okay, if I can't do it this way, I can do it that way. And they know that it's going through the proper channels, the proper systems. Because for me, being a shopper, that's always important to me.
so do you ever put anything on these mugs and tumblers and shirts for the different things that people are dealing with, like lupus and fibromyalgia? Do you make cups and tumblers that say "I survived cancer" or stuff like that by
I have
request, or do
some.
you have like a whole line of things that you make like that?
I have some lupus and fibromyalgia shirts up there right now. I did have a couple of cancer cups up there last year, but then I usually try to take some stuff down. But this year, I'm not taking them down after I put them up. So for the 5 Mile Gin Lupus shirts, at the end of the year, 2% will be donated. And actually, right now on the website, all sales for the month of May, so all sales for the month of May, whether it's a tumbler of any kind, handmade, printed, 2% of that is going to go towards the foundation. And
Which
for the
foundation?
rest, the Lupus Foundation.
Wow.
And for the rest of the year, if they purchase any of those We Wear Purple collection, which it can be a
Uh-huh.
shirt or a tumbler, then that will still go to it towards the end of the year. But it would be after May, it would only be that collection.
Is it your foundation or just like a national foundation?
A national foundation.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so y'all are also helping with a cause if you purchase something from her. So she's going to be donating it back. So that's really beautiful to know, so people can know that it's going to the Lupus Foundation. Awesome. Awesome. Wow. So you like to do teams. Who's your favorite team?
I don't really do teams, but I have jackets, so I represent Jersey, New York. So
The reason why I asked is I'm like, I know you got a whole lot of that. Whatever your favorite team is, I know you made that first, probably.
I'll be rocking the Giants. Y'all don't nobody get me. I'll be rocking Giants and Eagles all day.
Do you make a lot of mugs and stuff for them?
I don't. Actually, it's funny because I probably make more stuff for small businesses, and it'll be like their personal items, so they'll have their logo jazzed up, and I love that. Um, so for small business, I do more like promotional items, like this bag I have back here. This is a small business. It's a fitness center in Florida. I did like their bags and their head wraps um, for one of their events. One of the small businesses out here, Bubba's, I did a few cups for them and their employees with their logo and stuff. I designed the design for the cups.
So if
So
you
it
didn't know it, if you didn't know it and you are just tuning in, we are talking to Orielle. Orielle has a business called O Custom. She customizes things like mugs and tumblers, and she also has clothing that she does. She puts together packages for small business owners or different organizations who may want to have some tangible things. If you're doing a meeting or a girls trip or something and you want to have something, do you make, you know how you have the bags, do you customize bags too? And she'll make a package for you. You email her or you send her a message or you go to ocustoms.com, and she will take care of you. The turnaround time is generally how long?
it depends on what you're ordering. Now, if you're not doing handmade, it's a whole different world. Usually, for like the tote bags, the regular printed cups, the mugs, things like that. If you're ordering like a sizable amount, meaning under 10 and under, give me 1 to 3 days. I got you. But I will tell them at the time of their quote how long it is. And like I'm going to tell you, it'll be 1 to 3 days or 5 to 7 days. It just depends on what you're ordering. And that's, it's 5 to 7 days. I had one that was 7 to 10 days before. And a lot of people sometimes end up adding on to their order after. So like then I'll have to extend it because I'm like, okay, well, I ran out of product. I got exactly what I needed. And so, but usually it's within like 7 days, your package will end up shipping out. It just really depends on the order size and what you're requesting.
So if somebody hasn't done the research, I'm sure you know this. How helpful is it for someone when they do this, when they brand themselves by putting their product or their slogan or their tagline on a mug or a tumbler and brand themselves that way? Have you gotten like people to tell you testimonies about how this has brought them more business?
No one's necessarily said anything to me about how it's brought them more business, but I have some repeat customers, so I'm assuming that it's doing great. Sometimes it's starter pieces. Um, Sometimes what I do is for companies that may be, they don't want to give out the usual, and that's another thing too. So if they don't want to give out the usual stuff because hey, everyone's doing this, everyone's doing that. Sometimes we'll have that consultation where we'll brainstorm, like, okay, well, what in your business, can I think of to get you on a promotional item that maybe someone else isn't doing in your industry as much? Um, like Lipstick by Monty, she was having an event coming up, and instead of just doing tote bags for her promotional items, we did compact mirrors. Why? Because she does lipstick. People are going to look at it. People are going to want to see themselves. But every time they open that mirror, her brand is right there, even if it's not
Yeah.
her lipstick.
Now,
You know,
over on IG, Dono said, "What if I need a rush order for a trip? Can you handle rush orders?"
I do rush orders. There is a charge for that, but I do rush orders.
Yeah.
Yes, I
So,
do.
and that's the standard. If you get something and you do what we call an expedite, overnight and things like that, you do have to pay more because the company has to pay more. So that makes sense. Customization is a great business strategy. It's promotional marketing. When
Yes,
we're wearing Nike and everybody else on our body, right? Why can't you have somebody wearing your stuff on your body? It just makes sense.
exactly.
All right. And so somebody else asked over on IG, what items can I use for branding besides t-shirts?
You can well, t-shirts is the normal one. You can do pens, you can do mugs, you can do tote bags, you can do the drawstring bags. You know, like I said, the head wraps was a new one for me, but I got it done. Um, Keychains is a big one.
Yeah, a lot of people do keychains, and you know what? It really depends on your budget. I'm gonna say from what I've seen and learned, a lot of people do pens. I mean, I don't know if you do pens, but if you are looking to brand yourself and you are trying to get visibility and you just want to market yourself, there's so many different ways to do it. You can market yourself by doing things like getting with people like me to have a podcast and doing commercials. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Having little promotional commercials, having mentions a lot of times, and then you can have promotional product like she's holding up that cup. That's advertising. That's advertising. And if it's her work, she's advertising her work. But if that would have been a company name on it, then she would have been advertising the company too. So when you contact Orielle, if you don't particularly know what you want, she will do a consultation with you to go over what it is that you need and perhaps talk about what your goals are so that you can get more business. Some people do it because they want more clients. Some people do it because they want the message to get out. Am I correct? Sometimes it's about the
Correct.
message. Sometimes it's about visibility. Sometimes it's just because you want to become a household name, right?
Right.
You know,
Right. And I work with different budgets because, like, I even do like the fridge magnets, the stickers. So, I mean, there's things that you can do to become creative with your marketing, even if it's not so much, but it's something that you don't want to have to worry about. I know one question I get too, I didn't get asked this, but I know one question I get too is like,
right.
well, what about Vista print? There you go.
You slid over. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So that's perfect. You're doing an amazing job. So if you're nervous about it, don't be, because she got you. She's going to walk you through the process. She's going to make sure that you get it together. She's going to make sure your vision comes to pass. She's going to help you to get the message across. If you are trying to do something and you just tuned in, she does memorials too. She does memorial products, and she takes in consideration the individual who passed away. She takes into consideration your desire, and she has a conversation with you about what it is you want, because she wants you to be happy when you look at it and not sad. I think that is absolutely amazing. At some point, you should partner with funeral homes and different people and get more business. I think that's an awesome thing to offer for individuals. Any other classes coming up besides the workshop that you mentioned? And that workshop, when is it? What's the cost? And what can I put up for you about the workshop? What's the call?
It's just a Tumbler 101 workshop.
Okay. So when is it?
I haven't set a new date yet, but usually it starts in the middle of the month. So
Mm-hmm.
payment is due around between like the first and the third. So that way I have enough time to make sure I ship everything out to you. Because like I said, I provide everything you can need. You don't have to go around looking for nothing. You don't have to worry. You're getting
All right,
exactly
and the
what you
cost
need to
is
get the
three
job
ninety.
done.
The cost is $397.
I think it's 327 because I think it was 350 because the class is worth more than that. But I was given a discount because it's like I know what it's like, and I wish I had someone that I could do this with instead of going on IG, Instagram, and not getting my questions answered. Or it's kind of like if I would have knew then what I know now, kind of thing.
Right.
So I
So
don't want them to make the
that, and I
mistakes.
like that, because you're taking into consideration what can happen. I see Joyful Connections is one of your clients. She has some product. Joy, you have gotten some of her products, and you were definitely happy. She actually is the reason how I met you. I saw her post something that you did for her. And see, that's also more advertising, guys. So word of mouth is like one of the biggest advertising you can possibly get, you know.
Yes.
So I thank you for all you're doing. I cannot wait to
Thank
see what I get from you, because I know it's going to be amazing, you know. And once again, if you are thinking about ways to be creative with your business, small business, or you have a trip coming up, consider contacting her, because this is a great way to enhance the trip. This is a great way to make it more memorable for the people that come, give them something to take back home with them. And yes, Joy said she loved it. Joy, if you want to come up and talk about it, we would love to have you come up and just share a testimony about what you felt when you received your product from Orielle, and what you thought about it. Anybody out there that has gotten anything made by Orielle, if you want to share, I welcome you to be able to do that, you know. And Orielle, I thank you so much. Is this a family business? Do any of the children do this with you?
My kids actually help make stickers, and my daughter has started venturing off to make the Spotify plaques. So she does do that.
Oh, wow.
and but my son who is 6, he'll be 7. I've actually done because I use another thing other than resin that is kid safe, and we've done cups together. So that's gonna be one of my next ventures.
Wow. Well, welcome, Joyful Connection, guys. If you don't know who this is Joyful Connection. I want you to make sure, if you are here, that you take a moment to follow both of these young ladies and myself. These two young ladies are beautiful individuals. Joy has purchased or had received products from Orielle. Joy, introduce yourself. Tell the people what you felt when you saw your product. Do you have it? You can even show us if you want. But I talk to her about what her goal was, what she wanted people to feel when she gets the product. So tell us how you felt when you received it. You're on mute.
I can hear her.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
can
can
hear?
hear her.
Okay, go ahead, talk, George. That's interesting. Okay, yeah. You know what? I had my sound down. That's what it is. Okay, go ahead.
No, hi everybody. I'm Paris. I'm my business is Joyful Connection. I'm a life coach, but it's not about that. I want to tell you about my purpose of Christmas, and it was first of all, it's so nice not to have to leave the home to get these gifts. And so my friend, her husband loves Ciroc, so I had we did a gift exchange. So I have the Ciroc one. It is a delay. I noticed that too. I had a Ciroc one, Tumbler. It was top notch. And then my friend, she wrote a book, so I didn't think she was going to good, but I said, if I show you her book cover, could you create and make she did it exactly. My friend's book cover, her first book, she put that up. Everything is custom made.
Wow.
And it's unique, and it's like yours, and it's like something. It makes you.
So we have people giving a testimony on another platform right now, because we are on a different platform as well. And if you are interested and you've seen something, please make sure that you contact her.
I'm not hearing you, Crystal.
No. I was actually talking because I'm on 2 different platforms, so I was letting you talk, but I didn't want to over talk you. So thank you so much for sharing that. So you highly recommend her because you were pleased with the work. It made you happy when you saw it.
Oh, honey, it was wrapped beautifully. She had it it was really tight. Like you had to wrap the wrapping paper around it, like the paper. And then it come with
So her customer is talking about how she does it.
The brush, and it had a clean straw with it. It came with 2 straws.
Wow.
And it was really done nice, and there's business cards on the inside, different things. Just different little things. The way she wraps it is like so. It's really
wow.
It was really professional. It's really like you can see that someone took a lot of care that she took product the way she presented it. And it was just beautiful. I didn't even have to do nothing to it. I just presented it as it was. And well, it's in a beautiful box, like where you can see it was kind of clear on the top. You can see it was beautiful.
Oh wow! Well, we thank you so much for sharing that. That is amazing. So we have heard from a person. So we are so grateful for you sharing that with us, Joy. I thank you so much for sharing her gifts and for posting it, because that's how I found it. And it looked like somebody else was trying to come up, but I don't know who that is. But we're not going to keep you long, because what we have to do, I know she has another appointment she has to go to. So I thank you for coming and sharing that. I appreciate that so much. I look forward to getting back with you too. And so let me ask you this. Any closing comments that you want to tell the people that we haven't talked about, that you talked about your workshop and you talked about it? Joy, I thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to let you go because we're going to go ahead and we're going to almost be closing this live out so she can get ready for her 9:30 appointment herself. But anything that we didn't talk about that you want the people to know about in regards to your goals, your ambition, who you are? I mean, when it's all said and done, when you stop doing these customizations, what do you want people to say about you?
She got me. Because I just want them to still love the product that they have. I mean, that's what it's about for me. It's like certain things, it's like even if you stop using it, like I know a lot of people have china cabinets. I might be telling me, I don't know if people still have china cabinets, but I know a lot of people that still have china cabinets. And sometimes you just put those things away. So you're like, okay, I got a new one. I'm not using this, but you're gonna put it away. And later on, like it could be even 2 years from now, you're gonna pull it out and be like, I remember when I first got this, and you'll have that nostalgic feeling coming back of when you first got it, those emotions, those feelings. I think that's what's important to me. Like the anniversary cups I do, the graduation shirt.
Yeah. And somebody else posted that you also help with websites and mock-ups and stuff. So tell the people out here that don't know all the different services that you provide. What are the services that you provide?
That's my little side thing. I help people all the time with doing the mock-ups or help them with their websites to build them, like how I did mine. I change my banner quite frequently on there. The mock-ups will be like, if you're tired of wasted t-shirt, I'll do the mock-ups, or for like your books and things like that. Sometimes I help with Instagram or social media posts.
She is helpful. She is a consultant for businesses that are starting out. So contact her. She will talk to you and she will get you right. Not only does she customize your product, but she helps you get the brand together. She helps you to put a face on social media by having a landing page or a full website. Because sometimes you may not want a full website. You may just need a landing page. So contact her. I am so grateful to have met you, and her spirit is right. You know what I mean? She's not trying to break your pocket while she's doing it. She's just trying to help you to get going. She wants to see you succeed. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes. Yes.
And I thank you. You have a sweet spirit. You really, really do. And I look forward to doing some things with you as well. And I just thank you for taking the time. And I love the fact that you don't even let these things that you have going on with your medical conditions stop you. Like, so I just want to tell you, if you're out there, if you are home and you have some situation, because you said to me in the beginning, I'm homebound. So even though she's somewhat homebound, do she sound homebound to you? Do she sound limited to you? Do she sound like a person that is incapable to you? No, she got it going.
That's because I hang out in capable bondage.
She is not even stuck in her, situation. Sometimes you can't focus on the diagnosis. You can't focus on the pain. You can't focus on the illness. Focus on what you want to do to live, because it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. How do you want to live? How do you want to be every day? You can't be woe is me. You got to be like, I am an overcomer. You know, if you're in the word, it says you can do all things through Christ. But I'm not going to start preaching the Bible to you. But I'm just going to tell you right now, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you're defeated, you're defeated. If you think you're overcomer, you're overcomer. So she is a living example. Yes, like you said, strength conquers. So I thank you for being that example. I thank you for encouraging others. I truly, truly do. Support her. Support what she's doing for lupus. Support it all. Give her a call. Tell her you saw it on Storytime. And I thank you so much. Any closing comments that you have?
Well, one, I just, like I said, I appreciate you having me up here. It means so much. Like I said, if you see something on the website or you don't see something on the website, better said, just always ask me. I'm reachable through my contact sheets. I'm reachable on IG, Facebook Messenger. There's even a phone number on there, guys.
What's
So
the phone number?
it's 732-416-5988.
732-416.
5988.
So they can call to place their order. All
Because
right,
not
y'all.
everyone.
Call to place your order. Call to place your order. Get
I
that.
probably get a lot of calls.
Yeah. And give her time. She's not going to. I just want to ask you this one last question before we get ready to get out of here. I'm sure you won't accept the project if you can't deliver, correct?
No, I will not. And I'll tell you. No, I won't.
Have you told someone no before or referred them elsewhere?
Yes, a few times.
So that's important.
Even if
That's
I'm
important.
too busy, like sometimes it's not even that I can't do it, but there's been times where I know like I won't be able to get it to them in a timely manner, like when they need it, or if I have a lot of orders, and I'll refer them to someone else because I mean, not just money matters, but at the same time, it's like, is it the money or the customer at a point? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
I know that they need this. I can say, yeah, I could do it, and then maybe take the chance of getting it to them late versus giving it to someone else that I know could use it and they're gonna get it to them on time. So it's it's like
Wow.
a twofold.
Well, I just want to let you guys know you've been listening to Storytime. We come here on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you have, every now and then, we have what we call a special edition or a special episode. Like I have one coming up on Monday for a young man. He's doing an event that had to do with prostate and colon cancer awareness. So we're going to talk about that. He's going to talk about how he found out what he had and how he dealt with it, and now he put a whole festival together for it, and that's what it's all about. So I encourage you, if you're not following me, follow me here on IG at Shout Crystal, on YouTube, Storytime with Shout Crystal. Follow Orielle, O Customs everywhere, right? O Customs and all her platforms. Go to her website, please. And she does lives too. Do you do lives or anything that you want to tell people about?
I'm getting ready to go live actually at 9:30 for Craft and Chat. I usually do that with my girl Katrina, and that's usually every Tuesday, and then Thursdays at 12:30 on TikTok.
All right.
In the
And on
afternoon.
TikTok, O Customs.
And like I said, there you never know what you're gonna get on TikTok. I'm just saying because sometimes I'm on a computer showing them how to do things, and then sometimes I'm actually crafting or doing an order. So it just depends on TikTok.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time tonight. God bless you. I look forward to doing more with you. And ladies and gentlemen, get your work done by O Custom. All right. Reach out to her today. Tell her you saw on Storytime and reach out. And we thank you so much. And you've been watching Storytime. I'm Shout Crystal. This is Orielle of O Custom. And we'll see you next time. go to her page because at 9:30 she's going to show you some crafty things to do and how to make a few items, right? What y'all making tonight?
Tonight we're playing a game.
Okay. So tonight you're playing a game. Okay. Okay. But do you come together and show them how to make things too?
Usually, but this month, since everything's been so serious, we have not really crafted on there as much as we've been playing games,
Okay. Got you.
just to lighten up the mood.
All right. Well, we thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we sure do look forward to seeing what the products are. And let's share them. If you ordered something from her, post it. That's love. Show the people, hey, look, I got this from O Custom and I love it. That's advertisement as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to do that. Don't hesitate. And we thank you so much. Thank you for joining Storytime. We appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Storytime. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. My name is Crystal Bodie Smith, and we are signing off tonight. And we'll see you next time. Follow. Hit the button on the top of the screen. If you're on Instagram, there is a button. And make sure that you follow both of us if you're not following us. And if you have a story, most importantly, if you have a story that you need to tell somebody that you want to share, by all means, contact me. That's what we do here. We get your story out. Everybody's story matters. You see, she's doing something for lupus. She's spreading awareness for lupus. She's giving back to lupus. And that's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. It is so important that you don't hold on to it yourself. All right. So I thank you so much for that. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us, IG. We love you. We'll catch you next time. Go follow her at 9:30. All right. Thank y'all for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, over here on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that if you are not on Instagram, that you follow people on Instagram too. Instagram is very interactive. On Instagram, people have conversations, they talk to one another, and it's really kind of cool. So over there, you'll meet new people like you're meeting Orielle today. So we definitely do strongly suggest that you come over there and you follow us on Instagram. It's not for everybody, but I will tell you, I have met some amazing people on Instagram. It has truly been amazing. Orielle, I thank you. I'll let you go and I'll be in contact with you. Until the next time, God bless you, young lady. I look forward to speaking with you and seeing you again. All right. And we'll be in contact. I think I sent my number to you. So look in
Yes,
your
I got it.
and text me so we can try to come up with a time for tomorrow or after you're live if you're up to it. Okay. And thank you
Yeah, I
so much.
will.
All right. I appreciate you. You have an amazing evening. Okay.
You
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It has been another great episode of Storytime, and I will see you next time. My name is Crystal Bodie Smith, and I sincerely hope that you enjoyed that episode tonight. We look forward to helping you get your story out. So contact me if you have a story too. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.